Hello everybody, let's stop thinking of different names for C-Bros, please. We've got an epic clash here, a full mirror here, I believe, yeah, this is a full mirror. Arzowane has gone for Diomed's build, not Andy Davo's build. He's gone for the 1 wolf, 2 ghouls, 13 players build. Diomed has kept his World Cup team, which is the 4 guards, the block ghoul, the wrestle ghoul. Oh my god, they've got pumpkin heads. They've got pumpkin heads, so you can see which are the ghouls more easily. Brilliant. And only the block wolf. There we go. Oh my god, we've got Kiroth Kraken Eyes, the coach. We've got Chaos Renegade cheerleaders. Oh no, they're just Chaos cheerleaders, aren't they? Whereas, you know, no bench though, no thing. Sad. So there you go. This is very interesting, isn't it? A full mirror. But the problem with a full mirror is here is Arzowane is just not as experienced with Necromantic as Diomed, I would wager. And that was my problem. That's why I didn't go with Necromantic, because I was thinking, you know, Diomed and Davo have that edge from just the amount of practice they've got with them. That experience does matter a lot, I think, when you have these kinds of, you know, big tournaments like this, highest level. So, yeah, this is quite a decent team. I'm not super happy with the green, honestly, but you know, at least it's easy to tell the two teams apart, isn't it? Yep. Good evening, Gold Stacker. C draws. So Diomed won the toss, chose to receive. He thought a little bit, because I feel like, you know, because Necro's so good on defense, you can struggle on offense sometimes in these kind of mirror matches. But, and you know, we saw that with Diomed versus Strider in the Series 2 finals. The offensive team was always struggling, but you know, they were still always choosing to receive, right? Because it's just too good, the chance to like have that early momentum, if you like. Is it momentum, initiative, whatever you want to call it? Slightly surprised that the ghoul is here and not there. I would have thought the ghoul would have been here, right, to punch diagonally. Not what I would have done. Who could say? Good or bad? Zombie catches it. Whoa. He's going to have to hand off to the ghoul at some point. So please continue. It's because the fleshy is there, so we can push him into him twice. There we go then. Explained. Though maybe he shouldn't have, right? Maybe he should have pushed him and then pushed him again, so that he would have been safe. I feel like that was a mistake, because he had to get the power. Now I know he's 75% to get the power, but he had to get the power to protect the wolf there on the second hit, which he did. But not maximising his blocks. There. Unbelievable. But it's difficult too, isn't it, realistically? You know, you haven't got that many players who can hit with block and wrestle, and obviously the frenzy can get the wolf into trouble sometimes a little bit. Oh, I think we'll definitely be picking off the zombie here. I think picking off the zombies is the way to do it, right? I think pick off zombies and base up the entire team and not have anybody get hurt is a pretty good way of doing things. That's how I lost. Get players removed and then everybody base, don't knock anything over and lose, yeah. There was a lot of blocks of the ball super exposed. Yeah, they were all with block, weren't they? But still. 1 in 12, 9, 6 times. 3 times he was in trouble. Which is about, you know, not insignificant, is it? I mean, well, it is. It's quite. Maybe he would have changed his mind if he'd used a reroll. You know, like if he double sculled. But yeah, obviously quad sculled. He could have just lost. But yeah, you don't know if he'd used the reroll on like say the wolf hit. Maybe he would have. The thing was he wanted to do a handoff this turn, didn't he? So he had to leave that till the end for his plan. No knockdown on the fleshy. Outrageous. Unfortunately for this fleshy, he's a bit exposed. Oh, okay, well. All the dead zombies are like actually making it hard for him to do anything. But yes, Salakas, yep, we are completely up to date with Super League at the moment. This is the final game of round 1, and then tomorrow there are 3 round 2 games, which should be very exciting. I think it's Bright versus Andri at 4, and then Diomed versus K-Fog at 7, and Arzowane Winteros at 8. That's what I believe. CDI go. Oh God. Oh God. That really I really just genuinely thought he was a bot. I think I blocked him. On on Discord. Oh dear me. So both sides are playing a bit cagey, aren't they? They both want to kind of force the issue onto the other one to, like, you know, have to do things and try and generate something, right? Like, so like with this guy based here, Arzowane basically has to come in, like, blitz this guy, block this guy, and clear them both. So I mean, he might, in which case if he does, and he could also put the fleshy in here, so that this guy wouldn't get anything back. It's a little bit dangerous. That's exactly what he's doing. So it's a little bit dangerous in terms of, you know, if you don't power them and they sidestep and stuff, and you might give up hits afterwards. But it's super interesting. And he does fail a foul appearance. Not what he wanted to do. I still think I'd leave these zombies down. I think leaving the zombies down like this is fine, because if they stand up, they're just going to get beaten to death, aren't they? So keep them down for a bit and then stand them up when, like, you're causing him some kind of problem. Necro does deserve to play versus Necro. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? You get what you flipping deserve. No, he does blitz the other one successfully. I'll say successfully. He only pushes him. But does succeed in beating him off. Of course, this could be a surf now. A little Surfingtons of this ghoul. I'm surprised he didn't dodge afterwards. That maybe would have been an idea, because this is very possible to knock over the flesh golem, push him to there, and then surf him. It's, yes. Is it a lot of resources? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Would he do for it? Maybe not. maybe not, because it is a big commitment, and there's opportunity to counter surfs maybe, and you might feel a bit stupid as well if it fails. So it is a heavy commitment. Well, it's almost certainly wrong then, C-Pros. Would you also do a 4+ dodge for no reason? Hey, banter. No, the thing is with the not what I'd have done also, and I wouldn't do this. It's like it is different when you're like looking at the game than when you're playing it, right? It's one of those the way you're watching it, you're like, oh yeah, this looks good, but then when you're playing it, you're like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Not what I wouldn't have done, yeah. I mean, half the games that I watch on my own, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. What was I thinking there? Terrible! So, you know, it's... I'm not pretending that I play perfectly all the time.
A blacklist dodge!
Well, he is going for it. It took a little bit of time, I guess, to make sure everything was A-OK. And there were going to be no counter surfs. There might be a counter surf though, mightn't there? So we shall see. Gets the push, gets the power. Not that it matters, but you know, moral victory.
I am here.
Yes, exactly. Naff. Why I said Naff instead of Rolex? Because it's Rolex Naff. Yes, Naff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as I say, yeah, because that's the thing. You can watch things and you're like, oh, this is exciting, but then when it actually matters and stuff, it's a bit spicier. You know, those it's fun to call out the spicy players, isn't it? Is he putting in the fleshy for the hit? Yeah. The problem here is like the ball, right? The ball now, there's a chance of him breaking up and hitting the ball somehow. So I guess the ball can like go here or here. It's probably okay. I'm afraid to look at the replay. Yeah, that's quite reasonable, C-Bros. Yeah. 4+ dodge established the moral high ground. He just runs back. That's fair. That's probably better than moving up, isn't it? He's got plenty of time. He's away from the wolf. No, he's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rush. You can only base 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rush. Yeah, you can only base with a wolf on a double rush. Now, to be fair, basing him with a wolf is pretty good. So maybe he could have gone another square back. I don't know if he had this movement, but like going over here could have meant something happened, right? And he couldn't go there because he could potentially get surfed. He could have gone here. But, you know, maybe he punches him and he gets through. You just don't know, do you? Better safe than sorry. But there is a slight concern of, you know, blitzing this guy and coming through. But nice surfing him, wasn't it? I forgot to mention that, you know, Ghoul got killed there. But, you know, did the surf. Happy days. Oh wow, C-Bros. Too soon. You're not allowed to talk about that. Ever! But yes, the 2 frenzy surfs was really weird. I'm not sure I'll ever play that badly again in my entire life. Or I'm sure I hadn't played that bad ever. Like, you know, like just reading the rules, I'm sure it was better than that. And if I'd ever given up a serve turn 1 like a complete clown, I certainly, you know, even if I hadn't read the rules, and like somebody, or you know, I'd read Frenzy like a normal person and thought they could only block twice instead of like blocking 7 times, like in Blood Bowl 1994, Blood Bowl 2nd edition. But like after the first time it happened, I wouldn't have done it immediately the second turn as well. So that's absolutely the worst thing I've ever done, I think. Yeah. Believe me. Thanks. Hello. And Honey Diaz. Okay, so the problem that Diomed has now is he did that serve, but look how stretched he is. He's got 2 isolated zombies over here. And the problem is, like, zombies are shit. The problem that Necromantic has is zombies are really shit. And, you know, nothing you've got can really move or dodge very well apart from, like, a couple of players. So when you get into the situations like this, it is difficult. This is tricky. This is going to be tricky for Diomed to protect the ball. And, you know, by going back, he did have this problem with the wolf. You know, was going to put some threat on him, and he was going to have to guard the back of the cage as well. Wow, that's incredible, Sea Rose. yeah, sorry. As much as Dimmy would have you believe that zombies are optimal ball carriers, they aren't actually great. And there's a bit of a wedge here, isn't there, coming in? Ooh, that's actually not bad. Because the sidestep could have got him in more trouble. Actually, I think that was a mistake, even making that block. Genuinely think that making that block was a mistake. That he got away with because of foul appearance. Because if he pushes him to here, that's terrible. Oh, and he both downed that. Did he reroll? No. I would have wanted to block this guy and then punch him, right, with the assist from the guard. But if he pushed this, he'd sidestep to there and using a bit of a pickle. Can the wolf reach? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rush. So it can. The wolf could 1D on a 3. Is it a 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so a 4-2-2. A 4-2-2, the wolf could hit the ball. 4-2-2-6. So it's not really worth trying. But also it could be, right? If you're not going to get anything better than that. It could be. Okay, well, he's done a 1D block. The problem is he stood this guy up already. If this guy hadn't stood up, he could have come in with a rush. And he could have 1D powered him. And then he could have gone 1, 2, 3. And then he could have run around and done that. I don't know, I think he's just going to try and 1D with the ghoul, eh? I guess he could double rush and then 2D with the ghoul. The problem is you get your wolf surfed. Okay, he's going for it. Okay, this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, isn't it? There we go, look. 2D on the ball. Doesn't get the POW. Does get the POW. This makes the surf not look so exciting. And gets the AV break. Okay, well, like if he just got the push, then it's a disaster, right? Because he just punches him. Oh, okay, he dodged anyway. He should not have dodged. I think it's safe to say he should have not dodged. Because now the wolf gets surfed. I quite liked. Because like if he just stays there, then it stops the wolf doing something instantly, right? Like it just stops the wolf surfing this. Like okay, it's better if it works. You're in a better spot maybe, but I think you want that. You really wanted the knockdown and wolf tagged. But if you just push him, then he just punches you away and then picks up with the wolf and surfs like all in one turn. Like it's horrific. Like this he just dodged this guy, right? Dodge this guy into there, and then he 2Ds you with the ghoul. In fact, Punchy doesn't need to pick the ball because he just punch you and then you blitz this. So it was crazy. He had to get the POW. And he did. And then he got the AV break. But he made that dodge, and I think he had to not make the dodge. At least make him dodge this ghoul to blitz you, right, or something. Don't let him just surf your wolf for free. You can dodge the wraith to there. That's pretty good, isn't it? Oh my god, he just killed the flesh golem. Regen fail. Oh god. I think you have to dodge the wraith, because you can't punch anything with it anyway. So dodge the wraith, and then you've got sidestep, so you're not going to get counter surfed, and then surf the wolf. Yep. So he goes for that dodge, makes it. Gets the push. Imagine rolling like this. I would never. Gets the push. Maybe he doesn't go for the pickup. Maybe the ghoul goes for the pickup. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Because then if this fails, it doesn't matter. Because you've screened off. So yeah, really like that. He's only got 3 turns left. I hate this. This is a new bug that happens where it keeps on this guy's movement instead of the current player. And it's super annoying. You've got to like click off on it all the time. Yeah, I mean, they can still roll well, obviously, but they're bad in terms of their movement 4 and their edge 4+, right? So they can't, if they get isolated and stuff, they can't do anything. Whereas like a human lineman can 3+ away and move around to here, right? Whereas a zombie just can't. Is what I mean. Obviously, they can 2 dice block and randomly cast things. That was a hell of a couple of turns, wasn't it? Lose the ball, surf the ghoul, lose the ball, kill a flesh golem, surf the wolf, and you're golden now as Diomed here, aren't you? This is should be easy. 4 players down for Arzowane. This is similar to what happened with me versus Davo in one game where he removed loads of players and I got the ball off him, but it didn't matter because I was on 7 players and he was on 11. And you know, it makes a big difference, doesn't it? Prioritizing damage is definitely the best play. I am certain of that. In basically all of Blood Bowl. Every matchup, every team, it's all the same. Just maximize attrition. Human linos are 50 and zombies are 40. So you know they are quite a lot more expensive. But realistically, if you could have human linemen on a necro team, it would be insane. Be insane, right? You could swap this reserve. This reserve zombie could then be like, it could be swapped for upgrading 4 zombies to humans, human linemen. And it'd be so much better for like winning games and stuff. Well, you're a madman then, Rolex. And I think we all knew that anyway on some level. And there was a guy on Fumble who like made loads of zombies, didn't he? He had an all zombie team and he had like loads of games with all zombies. Can't remember the name of the team or anything, or the name of the guy. He changed his name to Adam Seabuth because that's his real name. So I know that just to dox him there. But he was some character out of like Resident Evil or something is what his name was before then. And yeah, he just had this like zombie team that was, you know, just all zombies, and he had a really good record with them. Ooh, don't like that. It's turn 6. Now he has to get full movement every turn. Yeah, okay, that's better. Make it a 3D and get an extra square forward. See, this happens. He just gets stuck on his player's movement. It's super annoying. Oh, he just does a 2 and not a 3. Interesting. You wanted to get the fleshy up the pitch, maybe? Or a misclick? I guess he wanted to like get Fleshy in somewhere to control these few players that are left. Oh dear. I actually got to be the top-ranked fumble coach with Necromantic by not taking any flesh golems. Because they're really expensive, aren't they? Like they're a bit overcosted as rookie players. Basically like a Black Orc for an extra 30k. Overcosted Black Orc. So I started off without them and did rather well. Well, here we go. We do the 2-assist foul. Does leave the uphill blitz on, which you have to take as Arzowane, because like you've got no players left and you've got nothing else you can possibly do, so you have to take this uphill blitz. The ghoul does have wrestle, so it could work. Even if you push him back, it's forcing a rush. No, it's not. Errata. It's not forcing a rush. He's 13 squares away, so even if he's pushed back, he's still fine as long as he goes forward every full movement every turn. There'll be another gang foul on this ghoul, and one of the few fouls we've seen from Diomed. He's got 13 players, so he can absolutely go for these fouls. Right, well, first things first, just move this guy up 7, I think. And then you can blitz the Wraith at the end. Maybe you don't, maybe you just screen him. How boring. How boringly correct. Ooh. So. Oh, okay, no. I was going to say he's blocked his path, but he hasn't. He's just gone back. So he couldn't. This ghoul can come to here, right? So this was correct. Can free his Wraith or his Fleshy to go there. More assists. I guess free the Fleshy is better because then you're blocking with block. And like the Fleshy can go here maybe. Yeah, that diagonal one was always happening. Oh, oh, he's does he rush? Hmm. Okay, this is pretty difficult to get, isn't it? Removes the ghoul. Not sure, Cosmigo. Like they're good at getting punched and stuff. They're just very limited, right? They're good at their job, and their job is getting punched. So if everything's going well, they're great because they're cheap. They absorb hits. You know, they're good at what they're meant to do. The problem is if like things go wrong, right? If things go wrong, and you're up against it, they don't let you do anything about it. Whereas like Dark Elves and Wood Elves, they can do things if things go wrong. And obviously, they cost twice as much, nearly. So they should be a bit better at that. But that's the point of like calling them, you know, rubbish in terms of they're rubbish at like winning the game, right? Like as a body to get punched, great. You know, I'd totally have 3 on Wood Elves if I could. If I could just have 3 zombies on a Wood Elf team, I'd absolutely have 3 zombies to, you know, for cheapness and to put them on the LOS to get punched. But the problem is if you ask them to do anything, it's tough. He probably would have done, yeah. Flippin' Seabros. Can 3D the Wraith. Which is pretty good, isn't it? Yep. Oh! He didn't blitz for the wolf. Because it was going to be a frenzy trap. Rerolls the foul appearance. Gets him. And he gets in. Well, there you go. Can't lose now, Diomed. Well, I mean, obviously he can, but realistically can't lose. Oh my god, the ghoul stays out. So Arzowane is in a world of hurt here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. So he might still have 11, but there's a good chance he's not got 11, and he's down in quality, huge quality, down the Flesh Golem, down the Wrestle Ghoul, maybe down the second Ghoul as well. This is a bit of a pickle. A bit of a pickle. Yeah, there's no one turn, it's just punching things. And they both come back. So he does get his ghoul for offense. So losing the second ghoul is bad. It is bad on offense because now he's only got 2 ball handlers. And obviously losing the Flesh Golem's terrible. So yeah, he's in a very much a pickle now, Arzowane, but it's not over. The draw is definitely achievable, especially with some dice. Very much a pickle. I don't think he'll actually move anything here. We'll see. I guess maybe you could move, because he's got the wolf here, you could maybe like move 4 players up there somehow, or just in on the line, right? But that seems risky as hell, doesn't it? I don't think he'll move anything. That's my prediction. Incorrect. I was thinking fleshy there and then 3 here. I like 3 here and fleshy there. Interesting. He's going to try and take advantage of a misfield and have to make him move players over to try and cover. Interesting, interesting. And yeah, I guess you see, if I'd put the fleshy over here, unsupported, he just gets punched, right? So you have to support him if you put the fleshy in there. Because you could have just done double fleshy and then 2 players over there. It could have been the 2 wraiths, right? The wraith could have been there and there. Or like a fleshy and a wraith. But then you don't really want to let him blitz the wraith, do you? Because tricky. But this is quite nice, the zombie getting tagged by the flesh golem, and then with the guard support there's no way you can hit him. Does get the pickup. Now Diomed gets 2 blocks back, which is quite nice, isn't it? Well, maybe he gets 2 blocks back. I guess he gets 2, even if it's a 1D, it's still a block back, isn't it? And I guess he could change his blitz depending on what happens. You've got to make the blockless hit before the block hit, unfortunately. And I guess maybe you could blitz first. I wouldn't want to blitz first, because if this is a POW, then you've got a 2D here. But if it's not a POW, then I want to blitz this guy to get guard and get this 2D in as well. So I think I would make the blockless hit first. As much as it would pain me to make a blockless block. No, he's just going picking off with the wolf. Fair enough. Interestingly, a blockless block would have sucked off a reroll. So, there you go. Oh, shit. Heavy 3-man commitment, is it? Is it going to be a 3-man commitment? Probably. There is the blockless block. Does he re-roll or eat? Re-rolls, gets the POW, the full POW. That gets him the 2D on the fleshy, which is pretty huge, isn't it? 75% chance here is great. Gets him. So now, you know, this is pretty terrible for Arzowane. He's still got his 11 players, but can't hit him, can't hit him, can't hit either of these two. Just stood him up. He can't hit anybody. It's pretty terrible. He's got these 2 hits. And now what do you do? Dodge with a wolf and surf the fleshy. Get the POW and the huge stun, and that gives him the 2D there as well, which he does before moving this zombie, unless that zombie's going to stay there. It was a mistake. Or was it? Because if he dub skulled, then he would rather player be there. Maybe. I feel like it's better to move him there or there first, though, in case he dub skull. A 1 in 9. Could have also moved him here, in case he 1 in 9'd as well. Or 1 in 81, as it would probably be. I bet that stun's annoying for Diomed, because, you know, that's collapsing that flank a bit. Without it, he could have kept a bit of pressure on. Now he really wants to free up his own fleshy to get back in Replace that one. The back is open. I mean, not really. It's so far, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rush, rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush, rush. So it's 4 rushes for a 2D on the ball. That leaves 2 players behind the ball. It looks like he's going for it. I'm not sure I would. I guess when you look at the success state, the failure state, sorry, is you've got a guard there and the wolf there. So like he's still sandwiched with guard, right? So like, okay, no, he's not going for it. The problem is he's only got 2 rerolls for the whole half, right? And 4 rushes is a really good chance of failure. And now he still gets to put just the sidestepper on the ball, which is good enough, right? Now he's giving him a problem to solve. The funny thing is that, you know, like, I wouldn't have considered it, but it actually, looking at it, wouldn't have been too bad. The problem is, like, you know, then as Diomed, like, you're feeling in control here, right? So what you don't want to do is put like 3 players like behind the ball and give them a way to like potato outright. Like with this guy down here, this flank is open, so he can like just dodge off and run down the field. So you don't want to like help him with that by going for the ball and messing it up. Whereas if he powered this wolf and removed him, then, you know, he's stopping that breakaway. But this breakaway is the clear play to do. You can block there, free this one up. You can dodge the wraith off. So you can do loads of stuff to get down to get a good breakaway here. Lots of dodging and blitzing, but it's perfectly doable to make a breakaway. And that is the first thing he does. Yeah. And actually, going for the ball looked like that was going to be worse, right? But funnily enough, it would have bracketed him with a Garda in place, so it would have actually made it pretty difficult for him to do anything. Oh, instant 1 in 9. You'll do nothing. Bit of a random block there that wasn't doing anything. I feel like this block is like way better. Oh, this is Diomed's player. Whoopsie. Okay, yeah, let's put it on red and blue. Oh, this is Diomed's player. I thought he'd instant 2D. Well, he does pow anyway. Into a Kaz. Flip me. And now this looks great for Arzowane. So you can see why Diomed didn't go for the sack now, right? Like, if he'd got the knockdown on the wolf, then this would have been a lot better. And he didn't, you know, he's unlikely after using rerolls. Arzowane has used 2 rerolls for that breakaway. Out of rerolls now. So it's interesting. And also, like, depending on the situation, that could be the best place for you, right? Because 4 rushes to 2D the ball might be the best chance you've got of stopping him. But it might not be the best Diomed's got of winning the game. So there is that situation as well. Lots of factors. And, you know, people can just assess things differently anyway, right? It could be the best. It could have been the best move for Diomed, and he just misassessed it. We'll never know. We'll never have Blood Bowl Stockfish, so we'll never know what the absolute 100% best plays are. Will we? So it's probably in his assessment. He's thinking he's scared of that breakaway. That stun was just brutal for him. He's scared of that breakaway. If he goes for that ball and he fails, he doesn't want to use both rerolls going for it. And if he fails and you know, gets them knocked both down or whatever, then he's less defended against the breakaway. So We'll never get the data, no, unfortunately. Oh my god. No way. A second dead flesh golem. Dead. That's insane. But it might be too late. It just goes to show how good punching things is though, doesn't it? Make your 2 dice blocks and good things can happen. That's a lovely pal. Does he just blitz the wolf? Like dodge blitz the wolf? Yeah, I thought he was hitting the wolf there. Does he tag the wall? Probably not, eh? He's got to back himself to like scoring 4. So he doesn't even have to force the score this turn. He's just got to force the score next turn and then scoring 4 himself. And the funny thing is, there's so many dice for Arzowane to stall here. Maybe it's not even worth him trying to stall, right? Maybe he should just rush, go in. Thing is, though, without rerolls, that looks terrible, doesn't it? Probably just wants to stand there. And like, what, blitz with a wraith? And then stand there or something? Or tag the ghoul and then dodge with a wolf. I mean, dodging with a wolf is horrible, but I guess you could like do a rush to here, or just not rush. Just go back. Either tag the ghoul or just go back, I guess. Yeah. Might dodge this guy to there or whatever. Make the dodge. So the problem is, because he just made this random block with a wolf, he's got no direct threat. Oh my god, zombie dodge, they're the best. Both wraiths tagged. Wolf tagged. So he hasn't got a lot to stop the stall here. Diomed. I guess he has to like blitz this guy, so at least he gets one wraith down, guaranteed, right? Yes, that's a good point, Rolex. Yes, you know, like that's one of the funny things, isn't it? Skaven players so frustrating because when they make their 3+ dodges, it's like playing elves, but elves that cost 50k instead of 70k. But like they have to make those 3+ dodges, like they have to try them, and when they've passed them all, hard times. Yeah, so Wraith puts himself off here. Yep. I think we'll see a wolf dodge as well. either here and hit the zombie, or here and hit the wraith. Hitting the wraith is a bit risky though. Do you reroll? Probably not, right? You need your 2 rerolls for a 4-turn score. Yeah, humans are another one, yeah. Like, at least humans, you know, they've got a bit of bash, haven't they, with guard, more guard and mighty blow than rats. But, yeah, people kind of feel like a 2+ is 100%, and a 3+ is like 10%. There's tendency, you know, there's how people think of things. And it's really not that, you know, 3+ aren't that bad, really, at the end of the day. So, yeah, if people do them, things can happen. How do you get an extra turn of stall out of this? I don't think you do. I think you just have to score. Well, he doesn't score. Right, you can just stall by doing nothing. That's how you can stall. Yeah, okay, start with this. And then... Oh my god, we can see a zombie ball sack. I've always wanted to see a zombie ball sack. Yeah, they're not even close enough, are they? These zombies can't even do it. Couldn't like rush for a 1D. So yeah, really needed. Like everything's stuck. Everything is stuck. This is perfect stall, isn't it? Just stall by doing nothing. Yeah. Does anybody remember Planet Terror? It's a great movie, I thought. I thought it was actually a great movie. I'm not even exaggerating. I thought it was a great movie, Planet Terror. And in that, Quentin Tarantino had a zombie penis, which was pretty disgusting. Yep. Oh, he does the rush. He's going for the zombie ball sack, I think. Powers the wolf. Oh, he can just push him into the end zone, can't he? Or he can assist and then dodge to hit with a... Dodging to hit with a wraith, though. Like, he's used his penultimate reroll. This seems horrible to be out of rerolls. Now you can't force him in. It's just 1D. Rush to 1D and then don't reroll it if it fails. Whoa. Base the ball, dodge out the wolf. Try and get the wolf up to here. One, two, three, four, five, six. So the wraith can dodge for a blitz, but do you try and get the wolf downfield first? Don't re-roll it. It's interesting, isn't it? These shit zombies are doing a great job of... Arzowane zombies are doing a great job, right? Because he's got shit on great, shit on great, shit on great, shit on great. So now... he's only got his great players up here, and Diomed is left with his shit players. So yeah, good trades for... Value trades for Arzowane. No, he's blitzing with this wraith to get 2+ to get a player down the field, rather than a 3+ of the wolf. Oh, he goes to rush to mark the wraith. Doesn't re-roll it because he really needs that re-roll to score himself. Wow. Yeah, Diomed down to 2 minutes 12. A lot of time bank used up. In a pretty dominant spot as well, right? Has 2 flesh golems and a ghoul. Lost his own ghoul as well, but like, wow. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's a good point. These great trades, you would have rather they weren't great trades. You'd have rather he just still had flesh golems on to do it. But still, the point is he did manage. Like, you know, the ghouls are hurting him, right? The zombies are hurting Diomed here, because if these zombies were like, you know, wolves or flesh golems or whatever, he'd be in a lot better spot, wouldn't he? But this really does look like unstallable now. But you never know. One more turn of stall would really help. You could also just go for the don't do anything strat as well. The don't do anything strat is pretty strong. Like, you could just put this wraith in here, right, and then end the turn basically. Which would have been better than what he did. And that's why I would have just done it, right? He's got no rerolls, so just standing up and putting him there. Because this was a really good spot, right? Because then he can't 1D there, he can't 1D here, he can't 1D here, so he'd have had to like blitz something and do something, and you know, like, there's not a lot Diomed can do either. But now he's going to rush with this wraith, isn't he? There's the problem, see. So this wraith stood here, blocks this wraith as well. But now the wraith is just going to instantly rush. So I really did quite like the just standing there move, genuinely. Conservative Jim. Does he push him in the end zone? He does not push him into the end zone. If he could get this wolf to switch sides, he could surf him. That'd be pretty good. I guess you've got to put the zombie there, blitz the wolf, and then run around or something. But if you dodge blitz, yeah, you could also just put in the zombie to here and then dodge blitz. Oh, okay. Rush blitz. Not what I'd have done. Rerolls it. Flip me. I quite like the tag and then dodge blitz. Conserve rerolls, innit? I mean, who's more likely to get the hit on the ball by rushing than dodging? Could finally try and get his wolf up. Could also double rush with a wolf to clear this guy. Okay, he was doing okay, right? That's why he didn't do the dodge rush, because he's doing this as well. The dodge blitz. Well, no, if you're going to do the dodge blitz, then do this at first, right? I don't know. And then you could like double rushed. I don't know. I think double rushing here is the best, because then he can't touch you. And then you've got like a wolf guaranteed, whereas now he can just quite easily touch you and then you don't have a wolf. But then of course if you fail the rushes, you could just die. And he might, because he's got no rerolls, this is going to be his last move anyway, right? So So no, maybe it's right not to rush with him. The danger now is by not banging it in earlier, he might not bang it in at all. Could 1D blitz him into an uphill and then block this guy and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 2 turn without rerolls you're not scared of, right? So now you're just trying to score any which way you can. That was a good movie, wasn't it? I guess you could just blitz the Wraith and then block this Wraith after you've powered him. And then I don't know where he'll sidestep to, but dodge and score. It's got to be on after that, hasn't it? Surely. Surely you can't be serious. Well, hey. It's mad all the Leslie Nielsen things that like seem ancient to me are now like ancient to young people. It's crazy. Getting old. Flip me. I don't know where the last 20 years have gone. I really don't know. God, flip me. So we could go there. Could go here, right, and then block him, and then if he sidesteps to there, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush. Yeah, so you just step in there and block him. Definitely go for the score here, I would say. But then maybe not, Eve. He's got a dodge anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he could have a screen. This guy could just go back and screen him. Oh yeah, no, mental age, I haven't changed since I was like 16. Yep. Yeah, maybe he's thinking about stalling here. Because it'd be a dodge and a rush if he doesn't pow it. But if he pows it, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if he doesn't pow it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's just dodge. But if he 1 and 9s, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rush. Oh no, so it's actually pretty easy. Yeah, I'd probably go for the fucking touchdown here. There is a chance to stall though, isn't there? There is actually a chance to stall. But I just don't think you'd really need to with him having 2 turns. Oh, that's the wrong square, isn't it? Okay, oh my god, no, he is going for the stall then. Flip. Flipping me. No. Well, that was just definitely wrong then. He definitely should have blocked. He definitely should have tried to block the Wraith. Yeah, that was incorrect. Incorrect from Arzowane. Blocking the Wraith was definitely better. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I mean, still unlucky at tripwire, for sure. Yeah, he's been diced this game, for sure, yeah. He's definitely been diced this game. I mean, 2 dead flesh golems. Kazghoul, like he did get the ghoul surf. To be fair, that was a bit of his own doing. But yeah, I mean the 2 cast flesh golems is ludicrous. But that was a bit of his own doing, right? Because he definitely should have punched this guy first. He should have assisted from here and then punched him. And then on a push, he's better off because he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a dodge is a 1 in 9 instead of a 1 in 6, right? Stuns the wolf. No reroll for Diomed though. So he's going to try to get a foul on here. And this is a 5-5 at the moment. And then he can stand there, so it's a 6-5. Okay, but it's also a 4+2+ to get the scatter at the moment. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, caging the ball is the kind of safer way to do it, yeah. Without rerolls. I think if he's got a reroll, he goes for the 8 out of 9 pickup, right? But without a reroll, failing 1 in 3 times is brutal. Absolute brutal. The doubles. That does free up that Wraith, but it doesn't really do him any favours, I don't think. Maybe it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I think the best play is probably this 4+ dodge into a 1D, into pop the scatter, get the ball somewhere, and then oh well, we're just gonna roll a 1. He was gonna blitz to remove a tackle zone, I guess, and then go for like a 5+ dodge into a 5+ pickup. But another 1. He just rolled a 1 instead. I hate that this doesn't take you to the post-match screen. I don't know if I've mentioned that once or twice before. But there you go. Diomed gets the victory. That was absolute dicing. As much as I think Diomed's a great player and stuff, I don't think he had to be there. I thought Arzowane played well there. I thought that was just a silly game, wasn't it? Ultimately, absolutely brutal. Absolute brutal dicing, and you know, Arzowane did do some good things to get chances. Kept himself in it as much as he could. But oh look, Diomed's got Necromantic Champion as his thing. That's a good idea, isn't it? I should get that so I can have Dark Elf Champion and Wood Elf Champion for the different tournaments that I'm in. But right, this is Group B. So I'll update the chart here, if you bear with me. But yeah, I thought it was a GG, even if it was a bit of a dicing. What can you do, eh? It is a dice game, and dice happen sometimes, including double dead flesh goals. I mean, the good thing is that it didn't matter into, you know, not progression, so the fact that they were actually dead didn't really make any difference. But that's really painful, like, you know, in ladder when, like, first game you just get a flesh golem dead and your team's completely pointless. I always hate that. But what I can do is I can show you the Group B table. There we go. Diomed gets a win, puts himself level on points with Kfog, Winteros and Seabros. So tomorrow we have got Diomed versus Kfog and Winteros versus Arzowane. So far it has been domination for the Elves versus the Necromantics. Because the Necromantics have beaten the other Necromantics, right? But Seabros beat Devo with Dark Elves. And Winteros has got Wood Elves. Oh no, he beat Seabros, did he? Oh, I can't remember what's happening. Oh yeah, the Elves must have beaten Seabros. Okay, it's not domination then. No, it is though, because Devo lost with Necro versus Wood Elves and Dark Elves. Yeah. Whereas Arzowane's loss was to other Necro. Interesting. Anyway, there's the table as it stands. And there you go. Why is a win only 2 points as opposed to say 3 points? Because the 3 points was for football, for TV, just fucking around. This isn't TV, and people can't play for wins in Blood Bowl the way they can play for wins in football. So it's not stopping negative play for a draw, right? Like, it's really not. Like, it's totally different, and it's much more like American football, where American football is 1 point for a win, none for a loss, and a half point if it's a draw. So I think it's just that, you know, because football is a bigger sport worldwide than American football, that's why I think people have, you know, gone with that, with 3 points for a win. But there's really no reason to, I don't think, in Blood Bowl at all. And there you go. On that bombshell, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.